another thing, it was San Jose State, and Tony Cirone was the percussion guy. I mean, Tony Cirone.
Legend.
You know, so we got the hot classical. Fred and everybody in the whole SCV percussion program studied with him at San Jose State. Everybody. Rob Carson, Alan Christensen, all of these guys, they all studied. Actually, Santa Clara was kind of an extension of what was being taught at San Jose, because everybody that was in that drum line, practically all those years, were studying with Tony Cirone, including Fred Sanford, Bob Kalkofen, who was the snare tech back then when I competed. Everybody, all the kids, and that was part of it.
I saw last year a photo. I think it was an SCV celebration. Maybe it was a Hall of Fame celebration, because of course you are a distinguished member of the Santa Clara Vanguard Hall of Fame. But there's a nice photo that included some of our contemporaries, including Scott Johnson, but also Tony was part of that celebration.
Tony Cirone, and we were so happy.
Almost a member of the family.
Well, he was. I mean, he's, like I said, he taught Fred Sanford, me, Kurt Moore, Rob Carr, everybody, all the kids who were in the drumline, we studied with him.
Now, at that time, you know, probably orchestral guys weren't really renowned for loving drum corps.
No.
So
and he pushed it off to a side enough, but he also knew that all of his best students were from drum corps. But then all the dynamics and the stuff that I learned, especially from studying with Tony Cirone and Charles Dowd, Portraits and Rhythms. I mean, the stuff was written into the book. You'd have to have a discussion with him before you played anything, and to make sure you understood what you were doing and not just playing notes. So there was some shaping involved, and we were learning about shaping, and drums aren't just noise makers. Okay, then technique. It takes technique to do that, as rudimental drumming does too, but it's a different kind of technique that we were bringing to the activity. Fred and I and a few people, But that was our thing, is, trying to teach music, and a lot of the influences were from some of the books that we had. Even Goldberg, that had snare drum and keyboard stuff, and Mitchell Peters' books, and then all the Couturiers and guys like that, the French composers, and De La Cluse, and all those guys that were different from just some of the standard, I got interested in doing research and finding out more about making music. And of course, we get turned on to percussion ensembles, legit percussion ensembles in college, and I'm going, that's what I'm talking about. There it is right there. You're not downstroking, you're playing off of the instruments. You're not hammering the timpani, you're playing off of it. So that was a big thing of introducing that sound to my guys. It's pretty tough sometimes, because sometimes it was like, and I got this from Fred, play it like this. I want it to sound like this. And Fred started that. He made up exercises out of stuff so they can practice it over and over again, and he'd play along all the time, and I jumped on that. Started playing, going, I know it's written like this, I know it looks quantized, but we're not playing quantized.